Welcome to mobiguide. This guided tour has been produced by Västnyländska Kultursamfundet as an EU project. Welcome to Billnäs Ironworks. In the middle of the 17th century, as charcoal from Swedish forests approached an end, a search for new areas for iron production began. The choice fell on western Uusimaa in Finland and on Billnäs in particular, which at that time was known as Skavestad. Owing to its waterfalls and its proximity to the sea at Pujuviken, the place was perfect. German-born Carl Billsten was granted the privilege of setting up two-trip hammers in 1641, and it is to this year that the foundation of Billnäs Ironworks is ascribed. Its current name was taken into use 1648. During the Great Wrath of 1713–21, the ironworks lay almost totally derelict. Production remained insignificant until the Hising family took over the works in 1723 and began to rebuild. The family continued to own the ironworks right up until 1920. At the beginning of the 20th century, production at the traditional hammer forge was brought to a close after 265 years and replaced with factory-based mass production of goods such as axes, wrenches, hammers, pliers and spades. 1909 also saw the beginning of the carpentry business and the production of Billnäs oak office furniture, which achieved even international acclaim. In 1915 the number of employees at the works rose to over 1,000, and 5 years later ownership was taken over by the Fiskars Corporation. In the 1980s it was decided that the factory buildings were no longer sufficient, the last axe being produced in the Great Forge in 1984. The newly formed Pohjan Ruukiteollisuus, Puju Ironworks Industries, bought the old factory halls from Fiskars with the intention of restoring and conserving the ironworks environment for posterity. Extensive restoration was undertaken with state support during the 80s and 90s. The buildings were taken into use by small businesses and associations which organized festivals such as the Billnäs Beer Festival and the Faces Ethno Festival. After several years of decline, the works were taken into private hands in 2008 and rapidly restored. The old works office had become a modern hotel with a restaurant nearby, the Great Forge has been kitted out as an exhibition hall, and a number of small businesses continue their work. Exhibitions, seminars and other events are arranged throughout the year. Billnäs Ironworks is a living environment once more.